Today in this lecture we are going to discuss the branch point, branch cut and branches of multi-valued functions. So first of all I want to define here the branch point. A point is called a branch point. Of a function fz if sum of the branches interchange as the independent variable z describe a closed path about it. It is always possible to find branch point of function fz if at these points two or more than two values of the function become equal. We illustrate this by following example. For example, consider a multiple valued function w is equal to z power half since z equal to r into e raised to the power I theta, therefore z power half this becomes r e raised to the power I theta whole power half. This may be written as r into e ka power I. For general value we can replace theta by theta plus 2n pi ka whole power half, and this may be written as r power half into e raised to the power I theta by 2 into e raised to the power I n pi. So this gives, if we take n is equal to even, then we get e ka power I n pi, this is always plus 1, and if we take n is odd, then we always get e power I n pi, this is minus 1. So we write here plus minus r power half into e raised to the power I theta by 2. Since e raised to the power I n pi, this is equal to 1 if n is even, and e raised to the power I n pi, this is equal to minus 1 if n is odd. And if you take also n equal to 0, then we get r power half e ka power I theta by 2. So we get here two values of w. This implies that w is equal to z power half, this is equal to plus minus r power half into e raised to the power I theta by 2. So if we take z power half, this is equal to r power half into e raised to the power I theta by 2, make a complete circuit in anti-clockwise direction. Around the origin, from the point capital P at P, let theta is equal to theta 1. After a complete circuit, when we have reached at P, say theta, this is equal to theta 1 plus 2 pi, and the figure is as follows. Let this is my x-axis, this is the origin, this is y-axis, that is imaginary axis. Draw a circle about O suppose a radius r. Let P be a point here. Now joining O to P. If this point be r theta, so the distance OP is equal to r and this angle be theta. If we take this angle be suppose theta 1 and this distance be suppose small r1 and the direction is the anti-clockwise, we have W is equal to r power half into exponential of, say we put here theta by theta 1 plus 2 pi. So we write theta 1 plus 2 pi I divided by 2 here r and this may be written as r power half exponential of I theta 1 by 2 plus here 2 will be cancelled here, so we get here pi I and this is equal to r power half into exponential of I theta 1 by 2 into exponential of pi I. So we get here exponential of pi I, that is cos pi plus I sin pi, so it gives minus 1. So we get here minus r power half exponential of I theta 1 by 2. This shows that the same value of W is not obtained. With which we have started. After complete circuit, that is second. When we have reached at P, say theta becomes theta 1 plus 4 pi. So we get W, this is equal to r power half exponential of I here theta 1 plus 4 pi divided by 2, and this gives r power half e raised to the power I theta 1 by 2 into e raised to the power I 2 pi. So this gives r power half into e raised to the power I theta 1 by 2. Since e power I 2 pi, this is 1. This shows that the same value is obtained with which we have started. Suppose this point is Q and which is at the infinite distance from the origin. Thus, we are one branch of the function. W is equal to z power half if 0 is less than equal to theta is less than 2 pi, and on the second branch of the function if 2 pi is less than equal to theta, which is less than 4 pi. Each branch of the function is single valued. In order to keep the function single valued, an artificial barrier say OQ, where Q is supposed to be at infinity is made. This barrier is known as branch line, or branch cut, or cross cut. The point O is called branch point. Here the graph also may be represented as let this is my x-axis, this is my y-axis. So one branch of the function w is equal to z power half is like this. So this is origin R naught. One seat is R naught, that is said to be Riemann seat. Another seat is started from these points. That is like this. And this seat is said to be R2. And the third seat start from these points. And so it is a repetition of this. So we draw here dotted lines. This is the third seat and which repeats, so it is also R naught, and the direction is like this, and Q, this is the point which is at the infinite distance from the origins. This is known as the Riemann seat. First seat is R naught, which is shown in the figure by dotted lines, and the second seat is R1, not R2, that is R1. R1 is this curve, and the third is R naught, which is repeated, that is R naughts. And here we see that we have to restrict the theta between 0 to 2 pi, then we see this seat, and if we restrict the theta between 2 pi is less than equal to theta is less than 4 pi, then we get this seat. Again, if we restrict theta between 4 pi is less than equal to theta is less than equal to less than 6 pi, then we get this seat, that is R naught, which is the repeated seats. Similarly, we can get the other seats. So in the figure, the point O is known as a branch point. This is known as a branch point. And this line OQ, this is an artificial barrier, and this is known as branch cut our branch line. Here branch point or branch cut is nothing but this is an a technique which convert the multiple valued function into a single valued function. Next, for infinite branch, if we take w is equal to log z, the function w is equal to log z and z equal to r into e raised to the power I theta. So we write here w is equal to ln r plus I theta. For general value, if we replace theta by theta plus 2n pi, then we write w this is equal to ln r plus I theta plus 2n pi, or we write w is equal to ln r plus I theta plus 2n pi I. Since w is equal to log z, this implies that the derivative of w with respect to z, this gives 1 by z. So here we see that z equal to 0 is a singular point. For this function, so z equal to 0 is the branch point. And here if we restrict theta between 0 is less than equal to theta is less than 2 pi, then the figure is like this. That this is my x-axis, this is my y-axis, this is the origin, this is one branch of the function w is equal to log z. So this point is known as branch point, and the line is said to be branch cut or branch line. So we have defined the branch cut, branch point and branches of multi-valued function. Also, we have thus constructed a Riemann surface on which z power half is a single value for each non-zero z. In that construction, the edges of the seats R0 and R1, here we see that this seat is R0 and this seat is R1, are joined in pairs in such a way that resulting surface is closed and connected. Thus, the points where two A's are joined are distinct from the points where the other two A's are joined. Thus, it is physically impossible to build a model of the Riemann surface In visualizing a Riemann surface, it is important to understand how we are to proceed when we arrive at the edge of a slit. The origin is a special point of the Riemann surface. It is common to both the sheets, and a curve around the origin on the surface must wind around it twice in order to be a closed curve. A point of this kind on the Riemann surface is called a branch point.